How do you feel to be in Dublin Ireland, Millie?
Happy to be off the plane.
It is 1 AM on, well, it's Saturday now, and we are here for the weekend, and all we're doing tonight is walking to our Airbnb. It's not even back, is it?
No.
So we've got a free walking tour today, this morning, then we're going to try and do the President's Palace, and then we have the Guinness Storehouse in the afternoon, and then there's a couple of other free museums we might try and fit in if we've got time, but those are the main three things we want to get done. What are you most excited for, Millie?
Are we doing the thing at Archaeology Museum today?
No, that's tomorrow.
Dublinia.
That's tomorrow as well. Are you excited for anything today?
Guinness Storehouse.
The Guinness Storehouse, by process of elimination. Right, we're waiting for the walking tour now, and we're all coffeeed up. So we're waiting in St Stephen's Park, I think it is, or St Stephen's Green, which is very, very pretty. I'll spin you around.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. We'll put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning.
Walking tour's done. Not the best walking tour, but just felt stops were taking a bit too long. Some of the history was fairly questionable in terms of the facts, I felt, based on a short history of Ireland, which I read before coming. I don't really have an issue with different interpretations, but the facts themselves are just the facts, and some of those facts were just wrong categorically. So decided to sack it off, and as well it was 2.5 hours, so 50 minutes left, and neither of us were really enjoying it. And then one of the parts as far as most keen for was Trinity College, the university, and then unauthorised tour groups, which it was because it wasn't a university one, couldn't actually go into the grounds, so we would have had to do that separately, so we just sacked it off at that point and went to have a look.
Scupper with a hose pipe on him, stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him, stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him early in the morning. Way.
So we've tried to book the President's House, but it's fully booked, and the next one's at 3, but we've got the Guinness Storehouse at 4, so it's just too tight. Slightly annoying because you can't actually pre-book it, it's just first come first served, so there's not really anything we could have done. But it's not something we were desperate to do, so we're going to have a look at it. Then we're going to head down to the monument for the Duke of Wellington, and then make our way towards the Guinness Storehouse. At the entrance to the President's House, which annoyingly is as close as we can get without a tour, so we're not actually going to get to see it, but I'll try and stick in a picture from online, but I'm sure it's very nice, so you'll just have to imagine it. Millie, are you upset not to be in the President's House?
Devastated.
Devastated. Oh well. Happy ending for this story. You actually can see the house when you go round. You don't get a great view, but at least we've not come for nothing.
Hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter, put him in the bed.
We are now at the very well built and rather magnificent monument to the late great Duke of Wellington, Arthur Wellesley. Arguably Britain's finest general, or I think Marlborough also has a very, very strong claim. I would not put Montgomery in the same category, although a very good general nonetheless. But he was actually born in Dublin, you know, Arthur Wellesley. No. Although he did view himself as an English gentleman, but he is Irish.
With the captain's daughter, put him in the
heading to the Irish Museum of Modern Art, really because we've got an hour to kill until the Guinness Storehouse. So yeah, but we're normally pretty quick in art museums anyway. It's usually like a 20-30 minute job, so it should work quite well.
Early in the morning, that's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises. Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises.
Guinness on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night, Wednesday through to Friday, I think I feel alright. Saturday with chasers, a double at midnight. Now we're back to Sunday, Guinness, you're alright. Sunday, poker Monday night, women through to Friday, I think I feel alright. Saturday I'm plastered, I'm chatting up your wife. Now we're back to Sunday, Guinness, you're alright. Sunday, movies Monday night, shoot me dead on Friday, she's got me wrapped up tight. Saturday I'm back, drinking till midnight. Now we're back to Sunday, Guinness saved my life.
Before swallowing and then exhaling through your nose. As you exhale through your nose, you should get that subtle sweetness which comes from the malted barley on the very tip of your tongue. All the way at the back, you should get a dry and bitter finish which comes from the hops. And finally, all the way through the centre of your tongue, you should get that richness which comes from the roasted barley.
First mouthful,
So, are we all getting that?
The second one's a
I
bit.
see some nods, that's some good news guys, but don't worry, it's also good news if you don't taste all of the flavours just yet. Sure, that just means that you need more practice, and you're in the perfect place to do that today, so no worries. So congratulations, you're all Guinness tasting experts now. I will leave you all with an Irish cheers. Does anyone know what we say here in Ireland?
At the Temple Bar District now, after the Guinness Storehouse, which was excellent. Did you enjoy it?
Thoroughly.
You
Got
thoroughly.
2 pints.
Now at the Temple Bar area and at the Temple Bar pub. I don't mean that guy, but it kind of looks like all the other areas of Dublin. I'm not sure it lives up to the hype for me. Yeah, I mean it'd be probably better at night, but it's, I don't know, I kind of expected a bit more from it if I'm being honest. Morning all, final day in Dublin today. How did we rate Dublin yesterday?
An 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Do you like Dublin then?
Do.
It's definitely pricey, but I don't think it's really any different to London. So I think for a Western capital, I think the prices are about what you'd expect. In terms of some of the food and stuff, it's been pretty reasonable anyway. So yeah, in fact, it probably hasn't actually been as pricey as I've braced myself for. How about yesterday?
Guinness Storehouse.
Guinness Storehouse. Why?
Got 2 pints of Guinness.
You do get 2 pints of Guinness. And then I think for me it would also be the Guinness Storehouse, despite having 0 pints of Guinness.
You tried it?
I did try it and didn't like it, but the history of it was interesting, and it was a really, really good experience. So even if you don't like Guinness, I'd still definitely recommend it. So today's plan, I'm going to do Dublinia, which is like a Viking exhibition. Then we're going to do Dublin Castle. Then we're going to do the Museum of Archaeology, and then if we've got time, we're going to do the art gallery as well.
but our flight's at 8:30. But I think we should have time for all that because it's only 9 o'clock now.
In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls at June, nearly broken hearted, salute to father dear, kiss me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut a stout black thorn to banish ghosts and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling o'er the bogs, frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lolly Ra. In Mullingar that I rested limbs so weary, started by daylight, me spirits bright, and ere he took a drop of the pure, keep me heart from sinking, that's the paddy's cure, whenever he's on for drinking, to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while, at me curious style, 'twould set your heart to bubbling, and asked if I was hard, wages I required, till I was nearly tired of the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lolly Ra. In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. Well then I took a stroll, all among the quality bundle it was stole, all in a neat locality. Something crossed me mind, when I looked behind, no bundle could I find. Upon me sick a wobbling, inquiring for the road, said me Connacht brogue wasn't much in vogue, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dublinia is done. How did we rate it, Millie?
6.5,
Did
7.
you enjoy it?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit better.
Not as
It's not
immersive.
it wasn't like a Viking experience like the website said.
It was decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you compare it to, like, for example, the Guinness Storehouse,
That's
in
good.
terms of the quality of the experience, it wasn't as good. But it was decent and we did enjoy it.
We did.
Is that fair? So our next stop will be Dublin Castle. Ilya, are you a convert of Irish spas? Do you think they should bring this to the UK?
I do.
How are you rating the deli compared to Subway?
9.
9. With Subway being...
Like 7.
And it's much more cost efficient than Subway.
Hut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lolly Ra. From there I got away, me spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing, the captain at me roared.
Place where Irish history has been linked for over 1,000 years. On this site, kings and queens have held court, Irish presidents have been sworn into office, and old orders have been swept away through a place of stately processions during the social season, and to the state apartments in the 1960s following the fire. Dating from 1746, the delicate which is also famous in the way you could say that. The term drawing room comes from the tradition of withdrawing to a more comfortable room in a grand house. In between the bustle of banquets and balls here at the castle, all British monarchs and dozens of their viceroys held court, describing the presentation of debutantes here in the 1860s. Dickens wrote of a very glittering pageant indeed. Preserved, the decision was in itself symbolic. Portraits of former viceroys, the viceroy's senior staff members, the comptroller of the household, was pottery. In 1836 it became the castle's billiard room. Billiards, a game similar to snooker, became popular in the 1800s. The room's new billiard table was ordered in September 1836 at a cost of £85. And family banners remain on display here today. The hall's magnificent painted ceiling was the lifetime achievement of the Italian artist Vincenzo Voldre. In May 1789, Voldre
Set the door of Maddie when I jumped aboard a cabin found for Paddy. Down among the pace, played some bonny rigs, danced some hearty jigs, the water round me bubbling when a folly head. Wish myself was dead or better far instead, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lolly Ra.
done? How are you rating it?
No, maybe more of an 8. 'Cause it's more of a palace than a castle.
Yeah, so most of the castle was destroyed. But they built like state apartments there, and it's used for like those estate functions, and it's really nice and really cool. There is actually one tower still standing, which you can see. They're actually renovating that, so that's going to be open to the public soon. But at the minute, it's not because they're still renovating. But that would be nice. But even then, it's still one tower. So maybe it should just be called Dublin State Apartments, where the castle used to be. But still, very, very good. Really enjoyed it.
I feel like Dublin Palace would explain it better.
I agree. Excited for the National Museum of Archaeology.
Very excited.
What are you most excited for?
Bog bodies.
What bodies?
Bog bodies.
Bog bodies?
Yeah.
What are they?
They're bodies that have been preserved in a bog, so they look exactly like they were mummified.
Very good. How did you enjoy the bog bodies?
Quite a bit. I thought they'd be better preserved than they were.
I'm sorry, the bog bodies that are thousands of years old were not good enough for you.
Some of them had hair.
Oh,
and
good.
You could see like the beards on them.
Oh,
And the nails. And there was one body who was basically like murdered, and you could see where they basically put like holes through his shoulders, like weigh him down in the bottom of the bog. And
lovely. Thank you for that.
Basically killed him.
We're now going to hit a couple of other. We're now going to hit a couple of other museums before we go.
Near Banbridge town in the county down, one morning last July, down a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a winsome elf, I'm ashamed of myself for to see I was staring there.
From Bantry Bay up the Derry's Quay, from Galway to Dublin town.